Hey everybody, it's me Megs, and I am back for another video. This has been a long requested video for me to do, you guys, and it's about my foundation collection and kind of like foundations that I kind of gravitate more towards because I am a chocolate sister and this has been requested for many years now. But the thing was, the reason why it took me so long to do this because everyone was like, can you do like a foundation collection video? I only would wear one foundation, y'all. I didn't really explore too much into foundations. I didn't get into them like that. It was like once I found one foundation, that was it. But I have been dibbling and dabbling into, you know, my makeup game, you know, since I've, you know, gotten a little better over the years. Did y'all know when I started YouTube, I didn't know how to do makeup? I kind of learned along the way. Ain't that crazy? So my very first kind of like liquid foundation I did try was a L'Oreal True Match, and I think I was C7 back then. So I will say that these foundations are higher end. I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really dabbled too much into drugstore foundations, so comment below some recommendations that you know, that I can check out as far as trying drugstore foundations, because I definitely want to, you know, dabble into those more. But I just feel like I've just gotten into higher end foundations because I know it was gonna look good on me, because, you know, I've had some bad experience back in the day, you know, first starting out using drugstore foundations, and I would be out and someone take a picture and I'm that ghostly sister and it just wasn't cute. Like, you know, it was awful. But when I started to get into foundations, my very first one that I tried was the Studio Fix Fluid, and this is by MAC, and my color is NC50. And you know, this still, it doesn't do me any wrong. It loves me, I love it back. You know, it's just when you want to be really beat, like full coverage, like I used to wear this back in the day on my LA nights, you know. This will be my foundation, you know, my go-to foundation. It's still my go-to foundation, but you know, I've learned to try other foundations, but this is like my holy grail. Like when I want a face, honey, like I will go for this. So of course it says shake well, and of course I apply it with a brush and, you know, slap it on my face. But as far as how it wears, I will say this is thick. This is very thick, okay? This is like real thick, okay? But what's funny is I really don't grab for this as much as I used to. And this is a new bottle. And this next one is a second kind of foundation that I tried back in the day, and I revisited in current makeup day. And back in the day, I tried this foundation and it was awful. It was like ash, McGrash. It was a mess. But they have, I guess they did their formula and, you know, incorporated some chocolateness to their foundation. And this is Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and my color is R520. And I tell you, this is one of my favorite foundations now, because it gives me a nice all over kind of like, not necessarily, it's kind of like a beautiful satiny look. I'm very awful with describing finishes, but I like it. I'm just here to share with y'all the foundations that I like and that I have. Okay, I'm not really too like descriptive, but I feel like this does me good. Every time I wear this, I get so many compliments as far as like, what is that on your skin, what are you wearing, this, that, and the other. So I definitely do like this for sure. I do like wearing this in the summertime. I like wearing this all year round, but I find myself gravitating more for this foundation in the summertime, because I feel like it spreads evenly and I don't have to apply as much. Now let me go back to the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I feel like this is pretty matte in my opinion. It gets me a real matte look. Next is, of course, Rihanna's Fenty Beauty. This does me wonders. It's a matte finish. It's very watery, very watery. So I feel like this is definitely a foundation that I'm going to be grabbing for more this summer. I did not wear it this like winter in LA. I really didn't, because I just felt like it was too matte. It was too matte. Now I don't have dry skin, but I can see how this could potentially dry somebody's skin out in the winter time. So every time I wear this, I have to kind of like really douse my face down with some makeup setting spray that kind of, you know, dewifies and molds everything together, or I'll just look very, very matte and very like, I'm here, like I'm here. But overall, I really, really love this Fenty Beauty. This is the, what is this called? How come I don't know what this is called and I did a whole review on it? It's the Pro Filter, and my color is 420. So this is actually my same bottle that I've originally got. I haven't gone through this yet, but this is something like I feel is my, you know, staple now for sure for summertime. If I'm gonna be outside, you know, like a day party, or you know, on vacation somewhere, you know, real tropical, real humid, you know, where you just want to be like real together, yes, this will be my girl. And then of course I did experiment with more foundation. I did purchase the Huda Beauty, and my color is Mocha. And this is a little off as far as color with me. This has a lot of red in it, and I don't know what color to go up in or go down in as far as Huda Beauty's foundation, because the color that I saw that was up a color, I felt like it was too light, and the color that was below this I felt like was too dark. So this isn't really necessarily a match to me, but I do like the overall finish of this foundation. But this isn't something that I have grabbed for a lot, just because of the undertones were a little red. So I might have to mix this foundation with something else, because I definitely I want to use it up, unless, you know, one of y'all want it. But yeah, this one is kind of like Now I will say this does look good in pictures, like for Instagram type stuff, but I have not worn this out in public yet, because I'm nervous as far as how it will show up in pictures, because when I go out, I'm very particular, you know, about my pictures. It must be, my face must be flawless. This here and here must be together. It must go together, it must match. So I just been kind of scared to wear this out, but on camera I feel like it looks okay as far as like highlighting, contouring everything together, but it's a little red. It's a little red. So Now I feel like I have been super duper late when it comes to Nars foundation, and I don't know what took me so long to get busy with Nars. I recently, I wouldn't say recently, but for the past, what, 3 months or so, I have been wearing the mess out of the Nars Sheer Glow foundation, and my color is New Orleans, like this right here. It's buildable coverage. You can, you know, go sheer or full. I kind of like to go kind of like in the middle with this as far as building it up, but the overall finish, like, it is so crazy. Like, it looks so beautiful, like second skin, like crazy, and this photographs really well. I've so far, when I've gone to events this year, like 2018, I've grabbed for this foundation because I know it photographs really well and it lasts forever, and it just gives me an overall nice glow. Everyone's like, literally when people come up to me like, oh my gosh, your skin is glowing, because I don't go too crazy with highlighters or anything, but it just gives me a nice overall glow, you know, and it just does my chocolate good, and I'm just here for it. So this is a staple for me. Definitely will be trying out more Nars foundations, and it's just life. I absolutely love this. Did I say my color was New Orleans? And all the names of the foundations that I talked about will be down in the description below. And with that being said, since I fell in love with the Nars Sheer Glow, Nars did come out with a new foundation, which is the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, and this bad boy really is the bomb. Like, it's super duper dope. Now I will say that I feel like this foundation isn't my exact match, because I did order it online, but I definitely make it work, because even though it's like slightly off like this, like you can definitely build this coverage up. And I wore this on my birthday weekend, and even though it was like slightly off, I was able to make it work by contouring. I really didn't do too much highlighting, but the overall look and finish of my face was absolutely amazing. Like, my skin looked super duper airbrush. Like, I love this. Now, as far as finding a different color, I'm not sure, because my local Sephora and Ulta didn't have this, so hopefully they will stock this up so I can kind of like dibble and dabble and find another alternate shade or a shade to combine with this to mix it, because with two of these, like the Huda Beauty and this, I feel like these are slightly off for me. Like, I would have to purchase another foundation and mix the two, and it, you know, I don't want to have to do that. Like, I just feel like that's a lot of work, because, you know, me, I wouldn't evenly you know, balance out the parts of each foundation. Like, one day it might be darker, the next day it might be lighter, so I just don't want to do that. So I think I need to go back and explore more as far as to see if I can get my color. And my color is MD4, and is it called Macao? Bad with pronouncing things, you know the drill. Let me know. So if you're kind of like my complexion, let me know what color in this Longwear natural radiant Longwear foundation you wear. Now, this next one, y'all, I've never tried out Bobbi Brown foundations ever, but I'm fully aware that Bobbi Brown is the bomb. And I do have the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless foundation, and I absolutely love this. It is long wearing for sure, and I love the overall flawless finish. It is buildable. I feel like this necessarily isn't a matte finish, but it kind of gives me like a matte sensation, you know, and it wears matte too. Every time I wear this, I really don't have to cover, I don't really have to touch up, because on here it says oil free shine control. So yeah, so I tend to get a little oily here and there, and I was very much so controlled and didn't have to touch up. So yeah, I really like this too. And my color is Golden Almond. It is super duper bomb. And I do have MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation, but I rarely grab for this. I feel like this would be something that I would put on if I just want kind of like a light, fresh, airy look. But most of the time when I want a light, fresh, airy look, I just don't wear makeup, honestly and truly. But I feel like this is good for, you know, I did wear this when I went to the beach one time, and I just wanted to look, you know, nice and even. I did put this on my stretch marks, but I feel like it didn't really cover up that much, because I do have stretch marks on my hips. I really didn't feel like it covered up that much, and this is waterproof, so I mean, it's cool, you know, but this isn't something I just kind of grab towards. This is definitely lightweight, very sheer, but you can build it up to be kind of like medium coverage, in my opinion. And I feel like what would make your face look kind of like a full coverage definitely is the concealers that you put on with this. So this is something that you definitely have to like, ooh, spot conceal and things like that. So yeah, I really don't grab for this too much, and I don't even know how old this is, to be honest. This might be old. I don't know if this smells old. You know what I want to try? I want to try putting some liquid illuminator in this and see how this does. I bet that would be dope. I bet that'd be super pretty, huh? But I think I need to purchase a new one, because this one's, I think this one's like over 2 years old, and I don't want to break out. Lastly is the Lancome, and this is, what is this called? Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I know I'm saying that wrong. And my color is 500, and this is actually my first time wearing it. I'm wearing it today, and I feel like I like it. Like, I really do. Full coverage, as you can see. Like, I'm super duper like even all over. I really can't say too much about it just yet, because I literally just put it on for the first time, because I got this in a PR package, and I was like, ew, more foundation, fine. But I was really surprised, because, you know, I didn't tell them the color, my color or anything. Like, this just showed up, and I was like, ooh, is this gonna work? Is it gonna work? And it worked. So I'm 500 Sue W, and it's pretty dope. I really like this. Now, I know you're probably like, okay, well, what's your favorite foundation out of all of them? Like, what is your go-to? I would say like my absolute hands down favorite right now that I would gravitate towards as far as just something to grab is the Nars Sheer Glow. Love this. And the Fenty Beauty. Love this only because if I'm out somewhere, I don't have to really touch up at all. I naturally get oily in my T-zone, but since this is a matte finish, I really don't have to do much. And all of these foundations, I feel like they wear different depending on like what kind of primer I'm wearing. So that will be a next video about like my primers I have. So yeah, I love the Fenty Beauty, but I feel like my holy grail right now is the Nars Sheer Glow. Like, I really do glow when I'm wearing this. So these two are my favorite. I feel like this is like summer. Like, this is all I'm going to be wearing in summer. And, you know. But as far as filming purposes, I feel like MAC Studio Fix Fluid wears really well on camera. It looks dope on camera. Like, my skin looks crazy good. And the Makeup Forever HD foundation looks great on camera. Like, if I know I'm going to be, you know, filming something under like a specific kind of light, I kind of gravitate towards those two. Like, ooh, let me make sure I'm right, you know. But so the foundations that I have left to try that I have is the Marc Jacob foundation, the Becca foundation I have, and I think I have an LA Girl foundation that I need to try out. So those are the ones I have not tried out yet, but I have. So I will be trying those out soon and sharing with you guys how I like them. That is about it, y'all. This was a requested video. If you like these kinds of videos of me sharing kind of like my foundations and kind of like, you know, things like that. Maybe next I can do concealers and primers that I enjoy. Comment below and let me know if you want to see those as well. And as always, oh, also the names of all of these foundations and my color will be down in the description. And don't forget to drop down some drugstore foundation recommendations that you can give me so I can check those out too. So as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.